I love Laurel and Hardy. There's something about the childlike quality of them, the way emotions pass through them like weather. Like a small child, they go from rapture to grief to fury in the space of a click of her fingers. And these two are so extraordinary at conveying every single one of those turns. They're quite busy as performers. Unlike Buster Keaton, as we'll see later, they do. There's a lot going on when you watch them. For a start, they never forget that there's an audience watching, so they look at the camera and communicate with us, which I think when I was a child was very reassuring and welcoming and drew you into their world.
There was one experience very early on in the development period of this where we were doing a kind of a workshop at an artist residency down in Southend, and we were speaking to like a crowd of kids from the age of about 8 to 14 years old, and we were talking to them about Charlie Chaplin. We showed a series of kind of images, the elements of the costume, the hat, the cane, the moustache, and asked them if this meant anything to the audience. And it wasn't very long before hands started shooting up. And actually no one there had actually seen a Chaplin film, but there's just something about Charlie Chaplin that is percolated into the sort of collective cultural memory.
You can whistle it now, and you've got to do it. And if you look at old Betty Boop cartoons, the whole bloody world does this. Right. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I've tried to skew them towards the more sort of slapstick physical comedy, despite being a terrible physical performer myself. I only seek to amuse from the chin up.
Well, really. And I think horror movies and comedies have a slightly similar rhythm to them, you know, in how they're put together, because horror is all about just very unexpectedly. So it's about the timing, you know, and just as you've forgotten that it happens again, you know, and so it's about pacing and that's comedy's about that as well.
This is like interviewing Roald Dahl. It's just...
Although I could do Olivia Colman because she's probably watched a black and white film recently.
As I said, I think we're fine.
Really?
Yes,
are you sure?
Really. 2 words, close together.
No, yes. I've got to do it because she's that good.
This is a poem I've always loved by Philip Larkin. It's called The Mower. The mower stalled twice. Kneeling, I found a hedgehog rammed up against the blades, killed. It had been in the long grass. I'd seen it before and even fed it once. Now I had mauled its unobtrusive world unmendably. Burial was no help. The next morning I got up and it did not. The first day after a death, the new absence is always the same. We should be careful of each other. We should be kind while there is still time. Thank you.
I have been in a police car.
I was arrested for murder.
In memory of Barry Cryer, 1 minute of punchlines. And that, but it was because he shat in my pants. Really debating about that. It's a cathedral. Yeah, I know that one as well. It's a really rude joke. It's brilliant. Bit like Swan. Hello, Keith.